Hello, my little pretties. What's up? It's your Mistress of Shoutline here, and today we are reviewing a new episode of Teen Titans. Now, this is the eighth episode of the first season, and today we are going to be reviewing an episode called Deep Six. Now, basically, this episode is about a Trident, a villainous Trident, who steals some stuff. I don't even know what they were, gas stuff or something, or radioactive stuff, and the Teen Titans have to go underwater on the T-sub to stop it. However, though, they run into this new Teen Titan, a new hero who can talk to fish, so he's basically Aqualad. Now, I don't know, in my opinion, I think he's kind of a little bit of a, well, I wouldn't say Ariel, but he's kind of a little bit of an Aquaman ripoff. Just a little bit of an Aquaman ripoff, I think, in my opinion. But he's still a pretty good character in the show. So basically, the Titans, along with meet Aqualad, and they have to stop the villainous Titan from trying to destroy or do something nasty to the ocean. Now, that's basically what the episode is. Yet again, I'm going to say now, I don't remember this episode really because I haven't seen this show in like a while, which I do have to watch it, by the way. I do have to rewatch the episodes again because, it's been a long time. And in my opinion, this episode was good, but it needs to be a little bit of improvement. Like, I'm going to go on with that negative in a bit, but let's get on with the positive of this. Now, the first positive I can definitely say is that the concept itself is pretty interesting. Now, I could say this is kind of like almost like a Little Mermaid, kind of thing, but except it would be Ursula. And not the villainous Triton, which we don't know his name. But I could definitely say that the concept of this episode was actually pretty good. The storyline of how it all went out was pretty good. And the animation of itself was actually really nice. So basically, at the end of the episode, Aqualad becomes a Teen Titan. So he is part of Titan Z, along with Speedy, Bumblebee, and then the two plus and minus guys, which I can't remember honestly their names. But if I do come up with their names, if I do find out what their names are, I will let you guys know in the next episodes, in the further future episodes. But yeah, I could definitely say this episode was actually pretty decent. There was one thing I could definitely, like I said before, Aqualad's almost like a Aquaman ripoff, but he's not really a ripoff. Some people may think, oh, he's a ripoff of Aquaman. I've seen a lot of hate comments about people when they talk about Aqualad and Teen Titans. They said, oh, he's just a Aquaman ripoff. Well, FYI, he's not really an Aquaman ripoff. Well, he could be inspired by him, which I can really tell it was inspired. But some people, I don't get it why they think he's a ripoff of another character. Well, I don't personally think he's a ripoff. My question is why they do that. Like, why are people saying that? That's a question I really don't understand. And I don't even know, but that's just kind of like just me just being me. But yeah. If I have to say one thing negative about this episode that I didn't personally like, that would probably would have to be the fact that the whole concept of itself, well, basically, the Trident guy, one, it's mainly a question, but it's not really too much of a negative, and it's not a problem, is how is there so many Triton babies, under all the egg sacs in that episode? Like, there is no queen or something, like Ursula from The Little Mermaid was queen. Like, there's no queen or something of the Tritons. Like, how does he get all these babies? Like, I know some people believe, oh, men can get pregnant. Well, that's actually false because I know boys cannot get pregnant and only females can. And females can lay eggs, but I think there are some, animals that have babies that are males. Like, I know a seahorse does. But that could be maybe just me just being, thinking I might know something when I clearly don't. But yeah, that's just an only question I do have with the story, but the episode. But I actually liked it, and it was actually pretty decent and interesting. But it's a little confusing at this point. So it's a bit confusing, but it's pretty good, and I highly recommend to Teen Titans fans to watch this if they haven't. Now, with that being said, this is simply my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with me, that's fine too. My final rating of this episode. Oh, by the way, if you guys like this show, that's fine. If you don't like this show, I respect your opinion. As long as you respect my opinion. Now, basically, this episode, I give it a 9 out of 10. Basically, a 9 out of 10 because the concept of itself was interesting, the storyline, and even the animation. The voice acting was good as well. I like the voice actor for Aquaman, which I can't remember his name. But if it does come to mind, maybe in the future episode, I can let you guys know. But anyway, it was still a pretty good episode, I say. Now, if there was anything else I could say, anything negative, I could say no. Except for that one negative I say about, how this Triton villain manages to have more than one. If he was like cloning or something, that could be a possibility. But yet again, that's just my personal opinion. But yeah. Anyways, what did you think about this episode? Do you agree with me? Do you not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this episode a lot better? Leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm the Shadow Linus. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, and like always, I'll be seeing you all later. Bye bye.